Hello, welcome to Absurd Ambiance. My friend Preston and I will be telling you tales from high schoolers so that you can do high school with some more positivity.
With that, we will have guests react to our goofy tales. And don't forget, you can submit a story to us using the link in bio or description. Maybe you'll have a chance of being featured in an episode.
Welcome back to Absurd Ambiance. I am Chester.
And I am Preston, and we are both juniors in high school. I'd like to introduce you to this week's guest.
My name is Max. I am a junior at Woodland High School. And a fun fact about myself, I play baseball for Woodland.
So we're going to introduce a new segment called the Wheel of Despair. We will be spinning a wheel of challenges, and that guest either has to do it during the episode or before the episode starts. And we'll have a few challenges, so if you have a challenge, you can send them to the Google form in our bio or description. Please make the challenge appropriate, and we can't really do a visual challenge like the Oreo challenge.
And speaking of the Google form, if you have any funny stories you would like to submit to the podcast, you can submit it in the same Google form. Anyways, let's spin.
Gulp.
So what you have to do is you have to sing any word that you have to say throughout the podcast.
Ooh. I mean, ooh.
He's already got it down.
All right, so let's go ahead and start off the podcast episode.
Okay, so we're going to start off the show with a story about a CO2 car. So, we had a student who built a CO2 car for the wood workshop, and he didn't support a CO2 cartridge properly. So whenever we went to race the CO2 car, the CO2 cartridge shot into the school ceiling. You could hear it bouncing around and came out of the ceiling further down the hallway.
I think that's crazy. That kid must have been really terrible at building.
Must be. Ooh, child.
Things are gonna get brighter. Or something like that.
Are you ready for our next story?
I am very ready.
All right, our next story is how I tried to get this podcast started. I wanted to post posters all over the school. I asked the junior high gym teacher if I could put one in the hall to the gym. He said no, only because the word stories was spelt wrong, swapping the R and the O. I had printed 30 papers out. I started freaking out in front of him, and he ended up saying yes, I could. So I hung up the rest of the posters that Friday after school, hoping no one would notice. I waited all weekend because I wanted to see how many stories I would get. Monday, first period, I get a pass down to the principal. My teacher even made the comment that she never gets passes from him. So I went down, and sure enough, it was about the poster's misspelling. He noticed, and apparently others were too. So throughout the day, I had to take down all of the posters I put up that Friday. But I was going to leave early, so I asked Chester and one of my other friends to help me. The other friend ended up getting like 11 posters down.
Well, first off, I want to start off with why did the gym teacher care? He's a gym teacher.
Oh, it's like, the hallway into the hallway, and then it like breaks off into like the gym hallway that's like really short.
Right.
So technically it's his hallway.
Right. How did you spell stories wrong?
I swapped the R and the O.
Oh man.
I was typing a little fast. Yeah, so now we have posters up. Well, it used to be all over the school. I don't know where any of them went.
They got stolen.
Maybe. We have like one up poster now.
It's probably the gym teacher.
Oh yeah, the gym teacher took them all. All right. Thank you, Max, for being our guest this week. Thank you for singing every word that you had to say.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode. And we'll see you in a couple weeks.